Let's celebrate. Here will be so fun to celebrate. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope you are receiving all the love and affection from your kids. Isn't that right, Oliver? Hi guys, it's Em. Welcome back to Craft Kitties. For today's video, I'll be doing a little update on how my handstand journey is going. I'm gonna call it that because I'm doing 30 days of practicing my handstands, and so far it has been going interesting. I will be also sharing you 5 tips that have helped me along the way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let's get right into it. First off, I think it's time for a little handstand check-in. Oliver, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to move you. Oliver, here. Thank you, son. But yeah, so this is what my current handstand looks like, and we'll compare it to my very first one and the second update. Okay, I walked off camera, but I promise you I was in the handstand until you heard the, which was my foot slapping on the floor. I'll try and get a better shot just so we can have a better example of what my handstand looks like. Yeah. Take 2. Bye. I'm walking off camera. Toodles, everybody. Here are some tips that I would give to you guys that have helped me improve very minorly, but I know would help a lot of people as well as has helped me. Some days I have better handstands than others, so let's cue those so that we can move on from this. Okay, hello everybody. Voiceover Emery is back, and we're hydrating because I feel like that's important for any scenario. But for our very first tip, I have begun practicing a lot of kick-ups onto a wall, but not letting my feet touch. So just barely letting the balance get to the top, but not going too aggressive on the kick-up and not being too light, just so that I can catch balance. I've also found it helpful to practice doing split leg handstands, if I can do a contortionist roll handstand or this bent leg handstand. Then for my second tip, I would say work on your arm strength. Let's just ignore my push-ups. They're really pathetic and sad looking, and let's not talk about this. Yeah. A bit embarrassing, but what can I say? I'm so strong. If you don't feel like doing push-ups, which I don't blame you, you can also work on doing tricep dips or arm raises, or with a dumbbell, or with your standard weights. You can do overhead presses like so, or even if you don't have any materials and you don't feel like doing anything, simply just put your arms out into a T, and let me tell you, if you hold it for long enough, it burns. Next, for tip number 3, I would recommend practicing your balance. So engaging your core and working on balance is really going to help with your handstands. I say all these things, and yet my handstand doesn't look that impressive, but believe me, this will help. And so while you're doing balance exercises, make sure you're squeezing that core, making sure it's super tight, like that. You want to make sure that you look like you're constipated. And ta-da! Next, we're going to be working on back bends, and specifically kicking up after back bend into a handstand. Now, I have not mastered this technique yet, but I know it helps a lot because I found this tip from Anna McNulty, so I'm working on it. Let's cut me some slack here. I'm a beginner still. We're all learning. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, this is tip number 4. Yay. A little intermission because the sunset was so pretty tonight. I feel like it was just a little gift from heaven. So here's me admiring the sunset. Love it. Anyways, finally for my last tip, this kind of, then again, goes along with the first tip. using the wall again, but just practicing holding the handstand. Now, you do not want to hold the handstand like this because my back is bent, therefore I'm not replicating what a handstand should feel or look like. So instead of doing this, push your back up against the wall, bring your hands as close as you can to the wall, squeeze that core, squeeze your booty, and that is the perfect handstand right there. Oh, and I left this clip in because I thought it was funny. Anyways, you guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips were helpful in some way. Yeah. Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there, and bye everybody.